Oh my goodness. Well, hello. So this one's going to be for Cancer and Capricorn, or Capricorn and Cancer. I decided to basically, this is how I'm doing it. I'm doing this a couple of different ways. First things first, I am combining the readings of the full moon in Libra that happened on April 1st with this new moon in Aries reading that's happening on April 17th. Excuse me, I do have like a scratchy throat, so I might sound a little weird. I will be switching things up and kind of doing things in a different way. So you may already have noticed one of the differences, which is me doing this reading for two signs, but not just any two signs. I'm doing it for the sister signs, which means the zodiac sign across from yours. You guys share the same axes together. That means although you guys are opposite and may not seem like you have much alike, you actually do have some core qualities alike. Capricorn and Cancer, you guys, I would say, you guys both put in a lot of work. You guys actually are the mother Cancer and the father Capricorn of the zodiac, based on kind of your ruling planets, the moon, Cancer, and Saturn, Capricorn. With that in mind, what you guys share similarly is how you structuralize things. Cancer, you rule over the home and family. Capricorn, you rule over work, reputation, and public image. And those play a role because it's on the axes of work life and home life. You guys got to have a certain type of balance to figure those out. And those likely also constitute to the motherly and fatherly roles in society, but it doesn't have to be. So with that in mind, when we had that full moon in Libra on April 1st, energies were pretty much all in the right place where they needed to be. Because Libra for Cancer, this is for Capricorn and Cancer, Sun, Moon, and specifically rising signs, as these things fall into your house in a certain way. So for Cancer rising specifically, the full moon in Libra was landing in your 4th house, which you naturally rule over, but Libra's there. And then for Capricorn, this Libra is in your 10th house, which you naturally rule over, but Libra is there. So you have your strengths in these parts of your life, and in turn with that, it can be pretty much strictly combined with the people that you connect with. The 7th house, which is what Libra generally rules over, is the house of partnership, the house of connection, the house of relationships and marriage. So it's in terms of people who are on the same level as you that you can connect with and relate to. Naturally, Libra rules over the house of love, relationships, connection, marriage, all those things, right? And with that energy ruling over your normal houses, the 4th house and the 10th house, that just incorporates that the type of people that you surround yourself with and involve yourself with very much influence your work life or your home life in that balance. So with that full moon in Libra, full moons are about releasing and letting go. So if any of the dynamics in that space of your life were kind of falling away, kind of like showing disharmony and showing a lack of connection, then we know what to do. Okay, it's the phase of life, just like the phases of the moon. And so with that, we are able to step into this new moon in Aries, as we're still currently in Aries season. Now we're able to plant a new perspective on our personal identity and who we are to ourselves. So that's kind of what the Aries and Libra axis is asking us to do, because that's what the role that they play. Aries and Libra are the opposite of each other. And while Libra is about connection and partnership and relationship, Aries is very much about the self. Who am I versus who am I to others? And that's pretty much what's coming into play now. So full moon in Libra, we got to see what role we play with others, and if it's withstanding or not. And then Aries season is how do we strengthen that within ourselves? Who are we? Who are we becoming? And then that much likely reflects on who are we to other people. So with that, I feel like it's definitely appropriate to work with our opposite signs, just as like Aries and Libra are during the beginning, the reset of an astrological new year together. With that in mind, how will I be doing this? I'm going to be doing this in the Celtic cross style layout. Normally when I do that style, it's during my relationship readings. I want to just let you know for sure. I just want to clarify that this is not particularly a relationship reading, but anything can come out in the cards, whether this is a person, place, or thing. I'm just leaving this up to be a situation. This isn't really a past, present, future type of thing either. This is just the energy surrounding what you're going to be planting and who are you becoming versus who are you to other people. Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple cards, get like a main theme going on, and at the end I will pull a couple cards for affirmation as we're cycling through this astrological new year. Guys, this is only the beginning. This is definitely only the beginning. And I'm not going to lie, I'm also doing all these new switching ups and changes based on just like my schedule now. Like, everything is like moving pretty fast and is picking up momentum and stuff like that. So I am not complaining in any means, but I'm just going to have to do some things a little bit differently. And honestly, I think it works. So with that being said, I want to remind you guys as we're entering this fire horse year, y'all, please, 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 just keep up with the pace. Oh my goodness, keep up with the pace, because if not, people are, and I'm one to attest to this because earlier beginning this, specifically after that full moon in Libra, I'm a double Libra, sun and moon, but it had some effect on me. In fact, it actually was at the degree right in the middle of my sun and moon. So it was just like kind of a tug and war between that. But on the other hand, it just it had some effect for sure. I'm not gonna lie. And with that, definitely got drugged a little bit. But I'm back up. Let me just get a couple of cards here. Let's get an overall theme of what we're kind of speaking about here. Again, we're moving towards a new moon in Aries on the 17th. Today is the 13th. So we're nearly 2 weeks out from that full moon in Libra energy. I believe the moon is currently in Pisces right now. If not, very close to being, or I think is in there. I haven't checked yet. Which means it's going to be entering Aries quite soon to start engaging in this new moon. And it's got a couple days. It's the 13th, and that moon doesn't happen until a little bit later on the 17th. Let me look at where the moon is. Cancer, you're ruled by the moon. That's why people call you moody, because the moon goes into a new sign every 2 or 3 days. So it is currently in Pisces right now. And I was really confident in that because for the last couple of days it had been in Aquarius. So I knew it was going to get there eventually. But it has a couple of days to linger in Pisces, and eventually it'll go into Aries and team up with the sun towards the end of Aries. Because Aries season is almost over. April 20th is the beginning of Taurus season. Goodness. Okay. I got a lot of cards here. They all came out, but I'm going to take them for now, just to give an overall theme of what's going on. Okay, we have transformation, divinity, relief, and power. At the bottom of the deck, we have time, which is very Saturnian in nature. So Capricorn's ruling planet Saturn, but is the planet of time, restrictions, discipline, structure. Okay, so overall theme, I'm already feeling like you're going through some type of change. You're going through some type of change, and it involves your intuition greatly. It involves you step into alignment. And I feel like you'll get some sense of relief because you'll be able to manage and actually withhold, like have capacity for your power, your inner power. It just took a little time. It took a little time for you to gain this wisdom, to test the theories, go through the trials and tribulations. But it's all done. It's all done. It's ended, and it has transformed, or you are in the midst of transformation. Scorpio energy. I don't know why that had come out like that, but there's a lot of, power. I feel like this is like Martian energy, Mars energy, which is ruled by Scorpio and Aries, and we are in Aries season. So I feel like this may be an actual transformation, like in the seeds are just being planted right now, somehow, some way. Okay, so we have those cards. I'm just gonna kind of gently keep them here so I can have a good layout. The numbers 19, 20, 12, and 46, and 41. All right, let's put it out there. This is the situation. This is what's challenging it. This is what's beneath the situation, the underlying unconscious cause. This is what's behind the situation, what's in the past. This is what's above the situation, what's in reach, a conscious goal to strive for. This is in the future, what's ahead of the situation. Cancer, Capricorn, this is your heart space. This is your environment. This is your hopes and or fears. And this is your personal outcome. The bottom of the deck will now be revealed into the end of the reading for further clarification. So let's jump in. What's the situation? The Hierophant, a lesson, a teaching of tradition, a teaching of commitment, a teaching of how you display your own personal values. It's a teaching of, it's definitely a teaching. The Hierophant is a teacher, a traditional teacher of personal value, possessions, and self-worth. Okay. So there's a lesson, like classes in session, basically, for you. What's conflicting? What's challenging it? 5 of Wands. Competition, rivalry, trying to one up one another, conflicting personalities, conflicting egos, arguments, fights, just a lot of confrontation between you and other people based on what appears to be your own values, what you value in life. What is your like idea of tradition? What is your idea of tradition? What is your idea of your values? And how do you commit to that? How do you, like, the Hierophant is here to say you cannot convince anybody else of anything if you're not, excuse me, the Hierophant is here to pretty much say, practice what you preach. Are you practicing what you preach here? It might get some people riled up. It might get some people looking at you sideways, or thinking that they can copy you and do the things that you do. So what's the underlying cause? What's beneath this? 2 of Cups in the reverse, a disharmonic relationship. So this could be somebody else just like you guys were just like no longer see eye to eye anymore. And so you guys are kind of competing for validation, competing for attention. I really strongly get that from there because the Hierophant is strongly about self-worth. You don't need to do the chasing. You are the chosen one because you value yourself. Other valuable players, other VIPs, MVPs. Other MVPs can see another MVP, basically. And it seems like underlying here, there's a relationship. Romantic, maybe platonic, sure. A relationship is formed by 2 people with similar interests. So it could be one that is emotionally reciprocal or obviously not. But it was an emotional exchange between 2 of you. So take it however you want it, romantic, platonic, family, or career. It just wasn't working. They did not see your value. Or you did not see theirs. Either way, it was disharmonic. What's in the past? What's behind this? 6 of Cups in the reverse. Somebody from the past. Somebody from the past that didn't work out before, not working out again. It just got you trapped up in like the good times that you had before. And those good times, you have outgrown it. It doesn't make sense to you anymore in this phase and chapter of your life. You need to learn how to be more independent from what you used to have. What you used to have, you guys outgrown it. You're not that age anymore. It's not that time anymore. In this economy, babe, let's be real. What's above the situation? What's a conscious effort that you can put in? Queen of Swords. You can make a decisive choice right here, right now to cut out the BS. The Queen of Swords, she's cutthroat. She does not come to play. She cuts out the emotion. She is a woman playing in male-dominated fields. She is not trying to let her emotions overcome her ability to make a situation. This is very emotional. From the past, the memories, the experiences, it holds memory, it holds feeling within, and you need to cut it out and like really be logical with yourself about this and make a decision. Make a decision based on the actual truth of what logistically is happening. What's going on in the future? King of Swords. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. They're supposed to be a pair. But the queen is the one that makes the decision. The king is the one that executes it. And you're not doing it. You're not going to say what you want. I mean, you're not going to do what you said that you were going to do. Okay? Like, I mean, a king knows better. That's the thing. When you're that higher ranked into the court, you know better. You're supposed to do better. The king the king of his kingdom, it doesn't even have the right structure, discipline, focus, concentration. He's not a man with a plan right now. In fact, he's just trying to make it look like he is to get by. I don't know. I mean, you're under, I don't want to say you're under judgment right now, but you're under a sacred lesson. You have 5-5 here. I mean, you're in class. Class is in session. That's it and that's all. And it's all up to you if you're willing to learn. Okay. What's in your heart space? The Magician in the reverse. You feel blocked in your heart space. You feel creatively blocked. Like you can't make your dreams come into fruition for you because you're not connecting. The Magician connects spirit, mind, and body. He connects the spirit realm with his intellect, with the physical realm, okay, to create. And there's a missing element here. There's a missing element, and it may just be like you're like how you are connecting within your heart space. There's a missing element. So, what's in your environment? The Empress in the reverse. Unproductiveness. Lack of productivity. See, the Empress, she basically doesn't even have to do much, let alone do a lot of the heavy lifting and hard work, putting in that elbow grease. She don't really got to do all that. She's ruled by Venus, the planet of wants and desires. People want and desire love, relationships, money, beauty, aesthetics, right? And she's also ruled by the Earth, the planet of necessities. So she gets her needs met as well. So she really doesn't have to do much but be the creator. Okay? She's quite literally the mother here. So her not being able to create the life that she desires and wants and needs in life is a huge this being in your environment means that you're not first of all, you're not being watered, planted, or I don't know why I'm making this so okay. You're not in the environment to thrive, ultimately. The Empress here, you're not in the environment to thrive. It seems like you're actually in an environment of survival. You're just trying to do what gets you by. But it's not at your fullest potential. Okay, what's in your hopes and our fears? 4 of Wands. To just like you truly want that happy home life where you can bring people together, you can host parties, you can be that one couple, that one person that like everyone can come to your house and have a good time and they know that they're going to be taken care of. You're that one safe space that you can truly celebrate your wins and achievements and accomplishments and milestones together with other people. That's truly what you want in life. There can also be a fear of connection, like actually connecting with people so intimately on that level. But truly, you do really want people that you can celebrate your wins with. So personal outcome for you is the Dielvo. This is Capricorn's energy. So while I don't mind seeing people's power card in the upright, Capricorn, the outcome of it just feels very codependent. See, people are scared of the diablo because programming, but truly in the tarot, this card just means being held down in a lower frequency. And it's being held down from any and everything, from your own sense of wanting to control and be powerful, greed, things like that, like being selfish, being condescending, things like that, being in a lower frequency of the mind, of the body, and of the spirit. That's really what the Diablo card is. So it's anything that can take you down. That goes for addictions, drugs, alcohol, sex, all those things that are not fixing anything. They're just laying a little bit of a band-aid on top of things. So it's not helping you elevate. It's not helping you evolve. It's not helping you thrive. It's genuinely something that is helping, or not helping, but is keeping you at a lower frequency. Okay? That's what I'm getting from this. And although this is your power card, Capricorn, it's, again, ruled over by the planet of Saturn, the planet of karma, the planet of time, the planet of discipline, the planet of structure. It has this controlling nature in general to keep you in your place. But then you have other planets in the solar system, for like example, Jupiter, that is about expansion, going outside of yourself, going outside of your comfort zone, learning different things, being exposed to different elements in life. So there's always some need to break the rules, bend the rules a little bit. As we progress and evolve in life, that's all that people are doing. Just normalizing breaking the rules. Are they not? So just keep that in mind, but don't hold yourself back. Don't keep yourself in a very low frequency pace. And honestly, looking at this particularly, like, I'm just going to have to express a little bit of disappointment, but I'm not going to judge you just yet because we have to clarify. So let's look at the bottom of the deck. Oh, you're getting defensive. Oh, you're putting your guard up. So we do need to talk, because what? 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're just really, you're standing your ground. You're truly protecting what you believe in. And I can't help what you believe in, okay? But I need you to say it with your chest. You can't sit around and say, well, this is who I am and blah, 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 but be afraid to actually present that outwards. Like, you trying to do something on the low? Like, you trying to do something on the slide here? Like, King of Swords. Say that ish with your chest and mean it. Otherwise, it's not looking too well for you. Okay? So I want to clarify this 5 of Wands because it's challenging you from being able to learn this lesson. Other people's opinions, what other people are saying, what other people are doing, is that really, really, really what's keeping you back, holding you back from actually stepping into your true sense of worth? Like, The Five of Wands is about compare and despair. Like you're comparing your life. They say comparison is the thief of joy. So you're literally dimming yourself by comparing yourself to what other people are thinking or doing. And how it might look, instead of just enjoying yourself. The Queen of Cups here is it's about that. It's about being able to replenish yourself, nurture yourself, doing what is good for you, what's beneficial for you before you go out pouring to other people. You need to have that sense of self-reliance within yourself that you can fulfill your own emotional needs. I feel like you keep looking for others to fill that up for you instead of doing it for yourself. Two of Swords, there's a decision that needs to be made here. You need to make a choice, and you need to be able to like really cut it loose once you make that choice. So let's look at this King of Swords. In the future, we have this King of Swords. Meaning your actions and your words are not aligning. Seven of Pentacles. The Hangman. It's going to leave you like feeling stuck. Feeling like everything in your life has come to a halt while it's going to seem like everything in your life has halted while everything in everyone else's life around you is going. And see, that's that compare and despair. That's that one-sided competition type of energy where you feel like you're much more behind other people, or vice versa, however this is running out for you. But I feel like you feel like you're running behind some other people or a status that you're looking for. Remember, it's on this axis of work life and home life. So there's some type of status that you're either trying to keep up and maintain, and it's something that you could be over or underqualified. I don't know. But spirit has pretty much gotten you in with the Judgment card. They got you in a spiritual timeout. A spiritual time. Excuse me, my scratchy throat is like restricting me. Spirit has got you in a spiritual timeout. You in timeout right now. You need to really think about what's going on. Seven of Pentacles is about personal growth. And you need patience. These are two cards that are mainly about patience. The Hangman, you will stay in that position for as long as you need to in order to shift your perspective on something, shift your insight on something. There's something that you need to gain enlightenment of, and it's just going to be a period of trial and tribulation. Like you need to wake up and listen, because judgment has been called. I said it earlier. I didn't want to say judgment has been called, but I think I said it when this came out. Rerun that, because I'm pretty sure I said this. I don't want to say judgment has been called. Judgment has been called, and you ignored the call. So that's why they put your behind back into class, and now you're in detention. Wow. Or at least in the future, you're in detention, because if you don't make a conscious decision, you're just going to continue to make the unconscious decisions, and it's going to lead you into detention. It's going to lead you into that space. The Magician here in your heart space, the Sun card, you're obviously not as happy as you want to be. You're so dissatisfied. You are so dissatisfied here. in this space, in this situation. You're dissatisfied, and I feel like you are telling yourself a fib about what it is that you truly desire, or about how to go about it. Trying new things. You need to try new things. I feel like you've been trying the same old thing. And they say trying the same thing, expecting different outcomes is clinically insane. I don't think you are actually trying to achieve different outcomes. I think in a slight bit of chance you may know that you're not going to get a different outcome from this. I feel like you're truly very comfortable with what the outcome is, but not satisfied emotionally. No, you're not confidently satisfied with this at all. Look at that. The Diablo. Double confirmation. Capricorn, I'm not trying to pick at you at all, but this is what is keeping you down. This is what's keeping you in that toxic pattern, cycle, relationship, all that. Time is ticking, bruh. Time is a ticking. And that's all I gotta say. Really, 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 really. This toxic environment, situation, person, you're choosing it because you're comfortable there. There's different offers, but it requires work, which you are not available for right now. In your environment, you have been so, what's the word? If you're not thriving, you're surviving. You have been so overwhelmed and burnt out that you don't even have the energy to be able to do this. So that's why you decide to just linger and stay connected to other people, because they give you what you need in the moment. But you can do so much better. You can do so much better. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Double confirmation in the reverse. You can do so much better than what you've already are familiar with. There's so much more potential out there than just what is around and what you're familiar with and close to. So this Empress energy, Princess of Wands again, 2 of Wands. A decision needs to be made to move forward with what you're actually passionate about. The Judgment in the reverse. There's a calling. Something's calling you. There might actually be an actual phone call calling you, some type of opportunity or something here. But the alarm has been ringing. I didn't see what popped up, but y'all saw my phone flash. There's something ringing, confirmation, all of this. The alarm has been sounding for you for a minute. To ask you to make a plan of action. Not just a plan, not just taking action, but a plan of action, and follow the plan. Get with the program. 5 of Wands in the reverse. All these confirmations. That's what's challenging you. You need to let that go. Let the grudges go. Let go of the resentments. Whatever. If the bridges have been burnt, let them be. Don't sit there and try to rebuild them just because it's an easy access from point A to point B. No, absolutely not. Judgment has been called, and I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the way it's going to work. The Hierophant in the reverse. Yo, all these confirmations, that's not how you going to pass this lesson. No, you're not. You can't take shortcuts. You can't cheat on this test. Absolutely not. You can't cheat on this test. Bro, I love when tarot does that. I love when the cards read. You can't cheat on this test. This is about you. This is about your life. This is about your ability to transform into something that is truly divine. Something that is truly divine. If you want relief in your life, you have to connect with your higher power. You have to connect with your inner strength, with your inner knowing, and let go of control. Let go of trying to control the situation. That's not how you gain power. You do not gain power out of fear. That's not true power. That's cowardly power. If you really want true relief, where you don't always have to feel like you have to stand on your tippy toes and walk on eggshells, because you are you are divinely guided. It takes time, dedication, commitment to your own sense of self-worth. It takes all of that. So this personal outcome of yours, you need to trust yourself. You really do. You need to learn how to trust yourself more. Prince or Knight of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Beautiful. You need to trust yourself more. You need to trust yourself more. Things may not progress as fast as you're used to, but it's slowly building. You want things in Capricorn, you should know this, because about building legacy, you don't rush what is meant to last. You don't want to live in a building that they made in a week. It takes time to build something that lasts for decades, for a lifetime, enough to build tradition, enough to build generational self-worth and esteem within themselves, because they know where it stems from. They know how to build. They know how to focus. They know how to strategize. They know how to concentrate their energy into creating what they want in life. And that's how the lessons will be learned. You need to pace yourself. You need to learn how you as a person progress in life. It's not about everybody else's speed. Because who knows, they might be rushing too. And guess what? You will find out shortly that what they rush into isn't something that's going to last forever. It's not something that's going to outlast them even. We're here to build legacy. Okay? The Temperance in the reverse. Stop tempting yourself by other outside displays. Feeling like you need to force and rush outcomes. That's not how things work. Things happen in divine timing. The Temperance is literally the card of divine timing and patience. You have 3 patient cards here surrounding this energy of where you're just not doing what you said that you need to do. How else is things going to get done if you're not taking the actionable steps to get them done? You think things are just going to fall out the sky for you? Ain't nothing free in life. So if you think somebody else is going to do all the work for you, what do you think you're paying in? Let's just be real. Let's just be real. What do you think you're paying in? Queen of Swords. Make the decision. Cut it out. If you don't want to owe them, after all, if you don't, I don't know what it is. But you need to cut out the BS. That goes for your inner BS as well. Cut out the emotion. Cut out whatever it is that you're connecting to, because there's nothing necessarily good and beneficial to you. Seven of Wands, but in a reverse. Slight confirmation. Nothing's here to go against you. This isn't a why me situation. This isn't a everything is against me. This is things are happening for you for a reason, to show you things so that you can make new choices. The diablo works in the subconscious. It's the subconscious like habits that people don't recognize and acknowledge because they're not conscious to the decisions and patterns and cycles that they're just innate to. When you make conscious decisions, that's when you wake up. That's when you become woke. That's when you become conscious. That's all that it is. Okay? It's you being able to make conscious decisions based on your own intellect, intuition, mind, body, and soul. Spirit, all of it is when it's all working in one to make a conscious effort to thrive, to evolve. Okay? So I'm going to leave that there for you. That one was a strong one. I'm not going to lie. That one was a strong read. I didn't expect to have to get on your arse today, but it was necessary. Okay? There's a reason why I, as me being me, had to cut out being a people pleaser before I started doing this type of work, because ain't no way I'm going to just sit here and read these cards and say that you're doing a great job. I'm sorry. You can be doing a better job. That's it and that's all. I'm not here to please everybody. That's a horror's job. Okay? So let's get some affirmations. Focus on the positive, you silly little biatch. Happiness is a choice, and today I choose to be over the fucking top happy. I will let go of the ish that doesn't serve me. I can and I will because I am that bish. It actually says I am a badass like that, but I don't know. It came off the tongue better like that. It says, I have the serenity to kick some ass today. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. That gives me magician vibes. So heavy. Because the magician has every element that they need, and they have the connection to spirit within their own, and also connection to their own body to be a master manifester, the magician. Okay? Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can to bring in what you want, right? Winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. So with all this with all this competition and rivalry and compare and despair and all this other stuff, winners focus on winning, losers focus on the winners. So if you're getting extra attention or people trying to nitpick at you and, put them in their place. Like, don't put them in their place, but put them where they belong. Are they the winners? Or are they the sore losers? Okay? I am my own cheerleader. You don't need anybody else to validate you and cheer you on. You got yourself. Okay? Eventually people will start to clap them because they don't got nothing else to do. Because when they're focusing on the winner, that's all that they are made to do. So I hope that this resonated for you, Cancer and Capricorn. If you have any further questions or would like to dig deeper or even book a personal reading with me, I will be opening my bookings up. Please do not hesitate to reach out to me at Libra Baby Doll.